Hello, my friend. Today, the day you are watching this video, is my 37th birthday. Obviously, the day I'm filming this is not my 37th birthday, but I'm only 6 days out, so I feel like I can reflect 6 days early on the last year and the year that I have ahead. So if you are joining me today on my birthday, thank you. Cheers to you. You get a coffee chat today. This is decaf. Unfortunately for me, I have consumed too much caffeine today, and so even though I wanted another cup of coffee, I made the right choice and got decaf, but I feel like decaf just doesn't hit the same. Am I right? Let me start off by saying that this is a completely unscripted, I have no idea where this is going to go video. All I know is it is reflections on 36 and 37. So first of all, the first thing that is worth noting is where I originally anticipated being to talk about 37 is not at all where I am. Now, that being said, where I am is arguably a lot better. But the original expectation of 37 was to be able to get on here and be like, I did the thing. I lost 37 pounds by 37. And can I say that I did that? No, I cannot. I did not do anything of the sort. However, what I did do in this last year, what I did do in the past 5 months has been so profoundly life-changing that none of that even matters to me anymore. None of that even matters to me anymore. I am so optimistic about what's ahead. I have never felt the sense of peace and calm and hope that I am feeling about this upcoming year. And I don't know if I've ever said that before in a year past, but here's what I know for sure. This is the first year. This is the first year of my adult life that I am going into my personal new year, my birthday, without any weight loss expectations on my body whatsoever. Without any new weight loss plan. Gotta get back on track. Gotta pick myself up. I'm tired of my own getting run over by the wagon. None of it. It's all gone. It all doesn't exist anymore. And the amount of peace that brings me is absolutely insane. My one regret is that I didn't figure this out 10, 15 years ago. But without the journey that I've been on the past 15 years, I would not be in the place that I am now, with the knowledge that I have now and the experience that I have now to better be able to help myself and to better be able to help you. And so I am thankful. I'm grateful. I thank the good Lord for every step of this journey, for every bout of scale anxiety and wedding dress anxiety and picking the wrong goal weight and learning what that meant for my body. And every day that I felt uncontrolled around dessert or cheese or ordering out or feeling guilty about something or skipping a workout and not feeling good about it or beating myself to a pulp in the gym to pay penance for calories I should not have eaten. Every single step has led me to here. Welcome 37. I am so excited for you. And what I have hopes for, aspirations for in this next year is going to be so impactful, but in such a different way than any other new year has been for me. And that in and of itself is super exciting to me. So what am I talking about here? Well, first of all, girlfriend still got goals and I still got health goals. Like I still want to be able to achieve the things. I have taken a very relaxing, roughly 5 months off of any intense workouts. I stopped tracking my food and I immediately was like, and I also don't feel like working out regularly anymore. And you know what? That's okay. It's not that I haven't been moving. I have been getting on average 9,000 to 10,000 steps every single day. Some days it's 7, some days it's 13, but I still am moving my body and I'm still wearing my tracker that tells me what I'm doing and keeps track of things for me. But I've learned in this last year to be a lot more forgiving with myself and to give myself a lot more grace. I have given up things like the 6 a.m. wake-up call. I have let go of the extreme 7-day-a-week working out expectations. Obviously, you all know by now that with embracing my intuitive eating journey, I have given up tracking. I've given up weighing my food, measuring my food, concerning myself with calories on anything, doesn't matter anymore. And really tuning into my body and how my body feels and how certain things make my body feel. I've been messing around with different supplementation to kind of help with perceived hormonal imbalance. I'm really in tune to what my body is feeling at most moments on most days. There are days where honoring my hunger means I am eating 7 times in a day. And there are other days where honoring my hunger and only eating when I'm hungry means I'm eating 2 meals instead of 3. And this lifestyle that I have embarked on means accepting and allowing both of those situations to happen as they come. It is me being fully allowed to have ice cream for breakfast if I want it. To be fair, I've never had that situation, but the permission is there if I so desire. I have the permission to eat multiple desserts in a day. I have the permission to create what is presumably the healthiest, most nourishing meal without having to feel like I need to track it or know exactly how many grams of protein are in it, but just be able to eat the food because I know it makes my body feel good and it fuels my body well for the life I want to go out there and live. And that is exactly what 37 is about. Recently, I have come to discover through various experiences what aging has the potential to be. What getting older has the potential to be for me, in our society, and beyond. And there are a couple things that have led me to be observing this lately. First, I observe the members of my own family. I observe the members of my family with the same ailment as me, and I observe what they go through as they get older and how the decisions they make affect their bodies. And it helps me determine how I want to make decisions about how I approach my body to get a certain result. I watch shows like The Golden Bachelor. Don't judge me. Try The Golden Bachelor on for size. If you're not quite thrilled with the Bachelor, Bachelorette franchise, Golden Bachelor is lovely. I really am enjoying it because it's really fun to see this as a second chance at love for people who have already lived full and complete lives. And while the man in The Golden Bachelor is absolutely charming and delightful and he's wonderful, as I've been watching this show, I've been watching the women who are in their 60s and in their 70s. And they are vivacious. They are loud. They are boisterous. They are sexy. They are fit. They're riding ATVs. They're playing at the fair. They're doing all sorts of crazy things. And they are, no offense to people who are that age, but they're old. They're older than me by a lot. And looking at them makes me go, I'm sorry, that's what 70 can look like? How cool. And it makes 37 feel like it's so full of potential for designing that 70-year-old version of myself. And that 70-year-old version of myself has to have proper nutrition and health goals and aspirations and the desire to go out and live with vibrancy and excitement and to go and make impact on people and to make impact on her community and to just create and build and live the life that she's always desired to have. And then I look at people like my fellow CMTers that are not in my family. I recently went and got to be the lead presentation for a CMTA meeting, the Charcot Marie Tooth Association meeting for our local branch. And I was in the room with, again, save one person, I was in the room with 70 and 80 somethings. And I was talking to them about health. I was talking to them about their food choices. I was talking to them about activity. And when you're talking to a disabled community, that needs to look very different. Nowhere in there did I have a discussion about weight loss. Nowhere in there did I make any sort of comment about how being a lesser weight is the answer to X, Y, and Z. It was all about meeting people where they were at and how they can make nutritional choices to nourish their bodies, to help fuel their bodies, to give themselves the best chance to go forth and have a day that isn't riddled with CMT-related fatigue, to give their bodies the best chance to go out and do something they want to do that day, and to make sure that they are doing everything that is in fact within their control to feel their best so they can do their best. The conversations I had with these individuals was nothing short of inspiring. It was great to be able to talk to them about activity and how activity and intentional movement can look different from the person who is sitting in a wheelchair to somebody like me and everybody in between. And it was just, again, another reminder of, wow, look at where I can be with CMT when I am 84 years old, like this gentleman sitting here next to me. And again, all of this happening close to my birthday made me go, freaking 37 is going to be awesome. And here's why, because I have goals. And thanks to my current obsession with John Acuff and his book, All It Takes Is a Goal, among other books of his, I have a new approach to goals. I have an approach that's going to make goals fun. I'm going to have an approach that means that the power sheets that I normally use to set a maximum of 8 goals, those goals can be just guidelines. Those goals can be underlying umbrellas under which I set other individual goals. These goals can range anything from walk 4.5 million steps in 2024 to cultivate delight on a daily basis. It can be read 24 books to completing my Hogwarts Legacy video game that I just got for my birthday. It can be to cultivate a business that has its largest income year, even if I don't know exactly how that's going to happen yet. It's going to be to grow my YouTube channel to 50,000 subscribers in the next year. It can be to see if I can get that dress that I love that is in my closet that doesn't quite fit me to fit me again without a diet. The reality is that last one, some of you went, how are you gonna do that without a diet? Well, let me tell you a quick story. This sweater that I'm wearing right now, and 1, 2, 3, 4 other shirts that I have tried on so far since October fit me better now than they did the same time last year. When I was tracking my macros, when I was dieting, when I was concerned with getting 120 grams of protein and working out 7 days a week or 6 days a week or whatever I decided to do at the time. Can I say that I lost the 37 pounds of body fat that I desired to lose from November 14th, 2022 to November 14th, 2023? No. But did I lose 37 pounds of weight? You better believe I did. The emotional baggage that comes from being on the diet roller coaster that I have finally accepted doesn't work. And for 90-something% of people sets you up to fail. The weight of letting that go, the stress relief from releasing those expectations of myself and instead learning to love and accept and appreciate and admire the fabulous woman that I am right now, at this size and or any other size that my body may or may not become in the coming years, was like the most giant weight ever lifted. Like this cloud of doom that was constantly over my head, where there was always a silver lining, there was always this glimmer of hope, but the cloud never lifted. It's like the cloud has poof disappeared and the sun is finally out. And the sun is shining on year 37, which is such an amazing feeling. It's so good, and I'm so excited. I wish I could say that there's something that I have in mind right now to be like my primary goal, but I don't, because like I said, I have about 24 different goals written down right now for 2024. Hey, that's actually a pretty solid number. 24 goals in 2024? Real-time inspiration, light bulb moment. Did you all see it? I kind of like that. I am kind of not ashamed of the fact that I have 24 goals in 2024. Ooh, what could I do with that? That's a story for a different video. But nonetheless, what I know about year 37 is you're going to see a version of me that goes easier on herself. You're going to see a version of me that isn't solely setting goals and putting things out there that have to do with numbers or making myself smaller. Because y'all, you don't need me to be smaller to appreciate me. You don't need me to be smaller. The world does not need me to be smaller in order for me to go out there and make the impact that I am meant to make. I am perfect and fabulous and perfectly imperfect just as I am right now. And accepting that about myself has been truly the most game-changing thing of them all. So I am giving myself more grace. It's gonna be less about setting arbitrary goals like what time I have to wake up in the morning, and more about setting goals that are set up in such a way that I'm gonna win the goals game. I get to play a game. This is directly from the John Acuff book. There are 5 different categories of game that all goals fall into: health, finances, career, relationships, and fun. What I can promise you this year is I'm gonna show up in some way for all 5 of those games. And do you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna get all the prizes for winning all of those games. And it's going to be freaking awesome. And here's the really cool thing. I don't have to cross the winning line in 2024. But also, I can win the game 15 times in 2024 if I would like to. It all depends on the goal I set. It all depends on what my next action is. Some of the goals are going to be singular actions. Some of the goals are going to take me all year. Most of the goals are going to be something in between. But this is what I know for sure. I'm going to be approaching it with love and grace and energy and vibrancy and abundance. And it's going to be something magical. All of that to say, my friend, I hope you will join me for this most magical year yet. I am feeling so blessed, and I thank the good Lord every day, but especially today on my birthday, for all of the opportunities that lie ahead. And they are ripe for the picking, and I just have to go out there and get them. And of course, I will be sharing that journey with you guys along the way, and I can't wait to see where it takes us both. So thank you for being here on my little day of the year. I appreciate every single one of you. Cheers to 37. Can't wait to see where it goes.